So hi, hello and welcome, Microbehunter here. Today I would like to show you the so-called Varroa mite, also known as a Varroa destructor. And as the name already says, it's a pretty big problem. It is a parasite of bees. Yes, bees are very important because they do not only produce honey, but are also extremely relevant for pollinating plants and therefore very important for agriculture. And when a beehive is attacked by the Varroa mite, then this can cause a so-called beehive collapse. The bees will die, then essentially there won't be enough bees left over to actually produce honey and to pollinate the plants. Now, this specific specimen I got you won't believe it, as a present. It was actually the present of one of my former students because her father is a beekeeper. And of course, they always have to check for the presence of these Varroa mites. And I got a few dead specimens that they collected. And here they are right now. I mounted them on a microscope slide, and now I would like to share this with you. As a matter of fact, I've got several of them on the microscope slide. This is now using my 10 times objective, but I would like to zoom in a little bit to show you a little bit some more details here. I mounted the mite in so-called U-pearl mounting medium, which is very good for mounting insects. And also, this is not an insect as a mite. It's not an insect, but also insects and spiders, arthropods in general, can be mounted quite well in this mounting medium. And it has the advantage that it actually starts to make the specimen transparent. And as a mite, it of course has 8 legs. And here in the center, I might turn on again my little arrow here. This is the mouth where then also blood is being sucked from the bee, and this causes, and of course, the bee to be extremely weakened until it can even die off, and then essentially the population in the colony will start to decrease. I would like to show you now some of the other mites that I have on this slide. I have to, of course, go down a little bit with the magnification. I have to find them here. Here's another one. I think I've got 3 or 4 or 5 of them mounted. Here are 2 more of them, right? The rainbow colors that you see, that has to do something a little bit with the contrasting technique that I'm using. Here's another one. Now the Varroa mite has to be monitored, and in some countries you even have to report it to the authorities if your beehive is attacked by the mite. And because after all, it is able to spread. The Varroa mite, when it enters a beehive, they will mate. Their eggs are being produced, and then they will hatch inside the beehive. And this is basically then how they reproduce and how they can actually then also weaken the bee population of the hive. Basically, I just would like to, again, show you a little bit. Still, I have to tell you the beauty of this creature, as much as a problem as it is. And I know it's not a very attractive looking one, but for me, beauty in the microscopic world also means something slightly different, because I'm fascinated by the intricate details that those specimens have. And for me, these details are also quite beautiful to look at. For example, the tiny little hair, the so-called mite, that are all very well preserved. And of course also the possibility to look a little bit into the mite, because the so-called the exoskeleton has become transparent. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Just wanted to showcase again some of the specimens that I have here. I wish you all the best. Happy microbe hunting as always. See you around next time. Bye bye.